All right, guys, how's it going? What we're going to do is demo Dynasty with Duke. Now, in every 32 user league I'm in, we're never out of the top five. Sometimes we got to work hard to not be in the top five. We have a Dynasty with Alabama. If you're not top three, there's something very wrong because it's so easy to recruit with Alabama. Do pretty good with Baylor, and our pride is North Texas because North Texas was a two-star school. Not very good, right? So they should be tough to recruit with. And what's neat is Duke is kind of bad the way North Texas is bad. In that their pipeline max is a 3. So this will really show us, like, when you're a 3 pipeline, how do you go about it, right? So I'm going to hop into, and like one of my buddies in our league just said, I can't get 10 players. I already have 35. I'm just trying to unlock Elite Recruiter again for North Texas. So that's all that is. So I'm going to go prospect list and just show you how I filled it up. So what I did was right off the rip, recommended is garbage. You don't stay in the recommended tab whatsoever. Now, it's not bad if you say you sort it by this, right? That'll show you like who I have decent pipelines with, some interest, So right here alone, when you go by this, I could have just simply checked all these off and I'd get a pretty decent class. You know what I mean? Like you could just straight up do that. Go to recommended and sort it by the individual rank, right? And then we'll be in on a lot of good players. What I do firstly is I go to 5-star prospects. And I just want to see really quick, who do I have pipeline on? So I'm locked out of 3/4 of these guys. So what I do is I put it on him initially, right? I don't know why he's not lit up. Let's throw that in there. And so all I did was I went through, and every single person who I'm not locked out of, I'm just going in on them and seeing what do we have there, right? Then I'll go to 4-star prospects, and I do want to get a couple of quarterbacks. So I'll go here, and I'm going to sort by rank and who am I available to try to get. So we went in here, Akeem Lucky. Initially, we were on Scroggins as well. I think he has terrible speed or something, but we pulled out of that. And we just position by position. You just want to light up. Like for me, I like elusive backs are good. See, I've already scouted him, so he's in there. And you just want to make sure you're getting 1 or 2 quarterbacks, 1 or 2 halfbacks. Wide receivers, I like to get 3 or 4 a year, somewhere in that vicinity. But what we do here is we like Quentin Hills. Deep threat, typically, deep threat is your best speed guys, right? Maybe not the biggest, 6 feet, 185, but they're fast, typically, right? Route runners, I don't touch them. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe there's the odd route runner that's like, ooh, chef's kiss, should have done it. Nah, I hate them. Deep threat, grab them. Now, I would grab physical, but I'm locked out of every physical. So here, route runner, you guys can stay home. And I went through till I found enough of them. Now, let's go to, then we had tight end, grabbed him, and we see how we're sorted by rank, though. That's just like who's projected to be there. Is it perfect? No, but it's not that far off. You're not going to be way off on people. Then I'm going to grab 3 or 4 of these dudes every year, tackles, 3 or 4 guards, and I just sorting by rank, I don't even care about pipeline. Like I do. And the other thing is in a 32 user league, keep in mind, this is just computer, so this is just demo. But if it's a 32 user league, I do have to be mindful of pipeline and what other people bring to the table because human beings will close the deal, so certain things you got to back out on. Left end, grabbed a couple of those. And again, how are we doing it? Not by recommended. We go to 5-star, see what we can get throughout everybody. And there's only 32 5-stars, so I just leave it on any. But then I go 4-star prospects by position and grab the things I like as high up as I can. Usually, like, say if you're Bama, all of this will be open, and pick the type of archetype you like, etc. With defensive tackles, like, I used to be about, like, a speed rusher, Do you care if your defensive tackle has 83 speed, 84 speed versus 76? Not really. What's his block shed? What's his strength? That's what really matters. Although Alex Walker, 84 speed, defensive tackle, love him to pieces. This just happens to be that both these guys are speed rushers. There's a power rusher. I really do. Look, I don't have access to any run stoppers. And you want run stoppers in this game. You want run stoppers in this game bad. We grabbed a few offense outside linebackers. And again, it's by rank. And 35-47, there's a good chance these dudes are as good as 5 stars. They're not far off. And if they're a 4-star green gem, they're just as good. So we do that. Same thing for middle linebacker. Then we go look at cornerback, grab a few of them. I like, man, slot's okay too. I don't usually go zone, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with going zone. It's not like other ones where it's like route runners suck and, you know, deep threats are legendary. Nothing like that. Now here, I have room, eh? I never draft safeties or recruit safeties typically. What I will do is I will, but I got no hours left. I already did everything. I'll grab cornerbacks and just put them to safety, right? Like get a corner that's over 200 pounds, put them at safety, because a lot of safeties tend to be lower speed. And speed is everything, you know. I want a 96 speed safety that's 205, 210. Maybe 215 if we're lucky, somewhere in there. So what we'll do here is we'll go back to, I gotta move my head out of the way, go back to our recruiting board and just by position. I mean, obviously the first week you are going to scout. I scout quarterbacks. I'm going to scout their speed and throw power. Don't really care about anything else. Going to scout wide receiver speed. Don't really care about anything else. Cornerback speed. Like if you come in and you're a corner and you have 88 speed, I don't care what everything else is. I'm not putting you on my field. It's that simple. So I don't even look at, like if it's a 5-star defensive tackle, 5-star like offensive tackle, I'm not even looking at their numbers. I don't care. Like they're 5-star, they're going to be good. I'll look at their weight. You know, like literally their weight is the biggest predictor. Like I'll be straight up with you guys. How do I end up finding, like, I hate saying this out loud to the people who I'm competing with and letting you know. But it is a cheat code to just go to the weight. And like, these are the guys I'd look at typically, you know, and just the more weight, the better at those positions, right? And the other thing is like, I know this sounds dumb, but like wide receivers sort by height. You'll never find Bama with a wide receiver that's not 6'4". You know, everybody 6'5", 6'6", and flies. Like they run. And like this game doesn't really pick. Like it's not like you're 5'8" and super fast or you're 6'5" and not as quick. You could be 6'5" with 96 speed or 99 speed, like you name it. You could be fast. So anyways, that's what we're doing with that. What we're going to do is, just really quickly, we're going to go to the board and have it on any. And at the end of the day, I'm so used to being Bama and like seeing them near the top or at the top for everybody. Almost everybody here were not even on the list. Like, do you see any Duke there? I don't see any Duke. Do you see any? So this is just going to show you how brutal we are. And we're still going to get a good class. Was there a Duke? Yeah, there was one Duke in there. There we are. So look at how we're coming from behind on everything. Now, the other thing I'm going to look at, we're going to exit recruiting. I just want to look at the coaches. I took a new coach, so I have no skill, right? And so this will really show you, like, you can do a lot with absolutely nothing. I want to look at coach abilities and just see what my coordinators have. My coordinator has elite recruiter. That is love. That's beautiful. What does he have? Not too bad. So 2 out of 4 on all his offensive. And he's got some numbers in the... That's helpful. That matters. And just know, when you're starting a dynasty and you don't have elite recruiter on your head coach, if you're the head coach, you're going to leave with 35 players by the end of the year. I don't care what it is. You're just like getting that total up as hard as you can. And our defensive coordinator has elite recruiter too. That's wild. We are lucky. So 3 out of 4, 2 out of 4, 3 out of 4. That's good. Like, that's a good starting position. They'll be helpful. And one day we'll be better, so it'll be okay. So that's the start of that. Now, why did I really make this dynasty? I only went live because somebody said I could only get 10 people a year. Da 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 da. I'm like, man, if I just showed you a little bit, everybody, like, it's too easy. But again, I'll show you in the next one. I'm gonna show you with recruiting, and I'm also gonna. There was one year where I actually took videos of every week on recruiting, and I'll probably release them now. And it's just like we crush it so hard. Like, and just how did we do it? What did we look at? How do you go about it? Because some people just don't even know how to sort. And there's people like using Sway. Come on, Sway? We don't. What is Sway? We don't even touch it. We just get to hard sell as fast as we can. Okay. I'm gonna play some games because really the thing is I have a pretty new offensive playbook, and let's just go next week, see what's up. I'm going to play offense only, and I got to work on my passing. I'm not even going to run the ball like pretty much ever. I just got to work on passing, get that going. And I want to go back to placement and accuracy and just play with it for a bit. I missed some throws on revamped today. I think my pass leads to none. Let me go to settings real quick. User settings. Yeah, revamped pass lead was none. Like, get out of here. Now, my buddy JJ, who's national champion right now, says 16. We'll try that for a little bit. We'll try it for our first game. I want to go back to placement and accuracy, though, and just go ham. Throw dots, although that's not how we really roll. What ends up happening is we panic and we go red. Okay. So it's week 0. It's bye week. Now, this is a big week. We have our boards like set everywhere, and we just want to see, given that we offered Scullies to certain people, do we show up on anybody's board? And the reality is we do not. Nobody cares that we are. We're behind on people who have, like when I throw a Scully on with Bama, like we're usually in the top 8 to begin without a Scully. This is wild, man. Duke really sucks. This is unbelievable. I can't even gauge like who I should be fighting for because I'm just not in on anybody. So, needless to say, we're gonna go all in on him because that makes sense because he kind of loves us already. We'll just throw a send the house on there. Then, and the other thing is this: like you can't go super light everywhere. You gotta. With people you really care about, you got to be maxing it out. Now, with Bama, there's people who I could put 80 a week on if I wanted to, but in some positions. We're just going to continue looking any other Dukes. And there's literally like next to nothing. Now, the thing is, I don't like the fact that I have not scouted this dude. What if he's absolute garbage? So I usually don't scout in this week. I also usually have scouted everybody the first week because I have like 1,200 hours to deal with, but I only have like 500 here. 91 speed. I should have quit clicking a long time ago. Welcome to the squad, bro. We are all in on you. And we only have 50 available hours, so there's all in. Now, the funny thing is, check out these dudes. The cornerbacks are just, we went ham, man. Everybody, 98 speed. I don't need to see anything else. Welcome to the squad, bro. So we'll put 50 on him. We're actually going to like empty the tank on that. 98 speed, you empty the tank. The clip is gone. 99 speed with jammer. How did I find this guy? That's a fortunate little get. So we'll go 60 there. Then Lecky, what are you? 89 speed. You know what you are? You're not on our board. Yeah, we don't tolerate that brand of speed. Sorry. It's just not something we can do here. 86 speed. How's that dude on the board? I meant to triangle him before, I'm sure. Let's take a little peek at this dude. 88 Excel. That's hurting already. I don't like where this is going. This is a very average. We'll give it one more click to see what his zone is and his change of direction. He's a 4-star green. Not because of his feet, that's for sure. Change of direction 93 is good. And I think change of direction matters. We are very reluctantly. I wish he was over 200 pounds. I'd throw him at safety, but he's a little light for that. We'll throw a Scully on him, and we're not going to pretend like we love him. We're just going to contact friends and family. Just make sure his parents aren't psychos. Yeah, we got more to give here. So just going to go through my head on this side, like my face on this side is not a good play. It really gets in the way. What we'll do, because we're not in on anybody. So when I look at 5 stars, it's like, see how Georgia has 5 pipeline they've offered already? We're never going to get that, dude. Like, Georgia's too strong. These guys here, that's a little bit tough. Let's say Bama wasn't in existence there. I think we could do that. Georgia, tough. Now, this is one you might want to hop in on. Right guard, Juwan Wilson. Let's do it. Because we can beat these guys. Now, it's not going to be easy, but we can beat them. Let's look at Montag. Yeah. Penn State is going to be tough, but it's not the end of the world. And nobody else is that good. Let's try. I mean, it's, of course, here I am just throwing things out there when, part of me feels like we could do this one too. Now, this is what you really want. This defensive tackle, there's no absolute psychos going for him. So let's add action. Defensive tackle matters. We want someone who just rocks it. Okay, so what we're gonna do, just so we know, like, we're in on them. I just want to slide the people with hours up to the top so that it's kind of what's going on. And that's the thing you got to figure out. Like, every program's a little different. And there's programs where you can only put sweepstakes on 8 guys. But there's like a reset period where you'll be able to go for another 8 guys after 5 to 6 weeks, somewhere in that vicinity. So, I mean, we're still going to end up with about a 24-person class that hopefully is really good. There are times where I'm in on 20 dudes with Bama at this point. But what's neat is North Texas, 3 pipeline max. And we're winning or very close to top class almost every year. I'm going to cycle this way because it's way shorter. So at the end of the day, I don't want to be like super heavy in one department, but we have 2 corners, 3 corners, but they're good. That third one's a little iffy. That outside linebacker is phenomenal. Right guard, right tackle, defensive tackle, right tackle. And yeah, that's about it. Now, in there, we needed a quarterback, fellas. Which quarterback was awesome? There was one that was really good. I'm just going to sort by quarterback. And it would be Mafu Pua. And we need to get him going. Yeah, he matters. Like, let's just take a... Whoa! We don't need Mark Cohn. Let's go back one. Now, Pua... Yeah, 92 speed quarterback, 92 excel, 91 throw power, 81 throw on the run to start, 4-star green gem. Could go for, he's got magician and extender. That's actually pretty good. It'd be nice to have a few more going on, and field general platinum, that's huge. That is so huge. Okay, yeah, he's phenomenal. Let's get out of this section and go back to Annie. I gotta take hours off of somebody. Probably gonna take him off one of these tackles. Which one? Yeah, we're gonna take it off Montag because he's the tougher one to get. So we're just gonna get into recruiting. Remove the send the house. We're gonna get on our guy Pua and send the house. And we're gonna pray, like, having only 50 hours is tough. When you are up to 75 hours and stuff, You can win battles even when you're just a 3 pipeline. But with 50 hours only, this will be interesting. So, anyways, that is it for that. What I'm really going to do, I got to release those North Texas ones because they're dimes and they're done. And it's all produced and finished. So, anyways, with that, guys, we'll leave it here for now. And I think we'll leave it here for now, but we'll bump up. It is bye week, so let's just go to next week. And we'll see. Okay. Let's go. Okay, so we play FCE East. Now, in terms of recruiting, it'll be really neat to see, given the start, like, oh my goodness, that's one of the super fast dudes. We are already locked out. So we didn't even move the needle at all on those guys, eh? Duke is up to 2 there. That's huge. York was the garbage one, right? No. Yeah, we don't mind. I know he's a green gem, but who cares? He got 90 speed. He can barely get on my field, bro. Get out of here. And then we have Drew, 98 speed. That's huge. I hope he kind of loves us a little bit. Duke, first place, baby. Yes. That's good. And now we can see where we're at. We're going to win these. This one, we're going to win this. Pua, you got halfway up. Yeah, that's not bad. So that's all we have. Now, I care about getting these guys. I could start to hop in on these that I'm not even on the leaderboard for, but that's not how we're going to go about this. Now, it's too early. We know nothing. And we're not even eligible to go hard sell. We maxed our hours, so we can't add anything there. Maxed. We're going to max this dude. We just want to be maxed. Wilson, 50. Yeah, all we're allowed is 50. Okay, so we have 70 hours that we just have not done anything with. So, all of these locked out because just there people were reaching for the stars on and we weren't part of anything. Now, what I want to do is, we got people we really like. I'm going to go back to the prospect list. For us to have a chance, we kind of have to be in the running right now. So I'm going to go to 4-star, and I'm going to sort by interest. Now, all of these dudes, unfortunately, are the people that are already on our list, except for this guy. Right end, Jay Chambers, 6 people already in on him. That's insane. We're going to add him to our board And that's a lot of people in there. So we're just going to redo that, right? So we want to go by position because they only show you, I think it's 320 max. So they're not going to show you every 4-star in the game because it's just too many when it's on any, but you'll do a lot better with figuring out what is what by going to position by position. And again, Duke, not very good. Man, they just start with no interest. Now here, we got this tight end. Nobody has put a Scully on him yet. He's probably garbage, but you'd be surprised. There's no rhyme or reason there. Now in this case here, these guys are open, but I want to check out by interest as well. Nobody interested, so now we'll go by just who's open. Yeah, we'll see. We're going to also look at our people who we have in place already. Yeah, so those are people we had just already got the ball rolling on. I'm just seeing if there's any like greens. Like Duke must be just a horrible program to start because there's no love there. Run stopper. I don't think we need. Yeah. We'll throw him down there. Maybe give it a little look. We only have 70 hours though. It's not like there's a bunch of stuff for us to do. Wow, there's 10 people in on that cornerback with the 99 speed, eh? That'll be such a good get if we get him. Um, yeah, free safety, we're ninth. Let's go, yeah, recruiting board's full. And okay, so really quickly, just gonna look at the bars, right? And we're just looking for a bar that's not off the hook. Truth is, we might not find one because of where we started. So here, for example, see how nobody's put in an offer yet? So if I was to scout him, I'm sure he's got to be a bust, got to be. But it's like all of these guys, the needle is moved too much already. We're never going to catch up with Duke. Now, if I'm Bama, I'll jump back in on some of this stuff. But Chambers is like probably the guy to go in on because we're already in the top 8. Yeah, so we'll do that. Recruiting, offer Scully, and we'll spend the 60 because it makes sense. Add action. Good. And then we'll slide them into our numbers. And at the end of the day, like with this garbage school, we're going to end up getting a pretty good class and building on from there. Get out of this. And good. So that will do it for right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload in a playlist our North Texas season of recruiting last year, start to finish, and it's just beautiful. Like we end up crushing it so hard. And keep in mind, we are North Texas, 32 user league. This is just a demo with Duke, right? I took a garbage school to demo, but a 32 user league where there's Ohio State, trying to think of who else. There's like Tennessee, Ole Miss, like a bunch of big schools, and we do well. Like we recruit well, and our biggest pipeline's a 3 with North Texas. It's insane. So anyways, guys, we'll leave you with that. Have a very good night, and we'll catch you next time.